निर्विशेषवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे जय श्री
Jai
कृष्ण
Shri Krishna
चैतन्य
Chaitanya
प्रभु
Prabhu
नित्यानंद श्री
Shri
अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे
Hare
कृष्णा
Krishna,
हरे
Hare Krishna,
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
Hare Krishna. That's so sweet of you, Sia.
Thank you.
Sia, where do you live?
Illinois, Naperville.
Okay. So, do you have a temple nearby?
Yes, Radha Shamsundar Temple, ISKCON Temple.
Very, very nice. It's Ohio, is it?
No, Naperville Temple.
Naperville. Okay, okay.
We are 2 minutes away from it.
Ah, so fortunate. Okay, Hare Krishna, Jahnavi, Sia, Mahi, Ryan. Okay, so I think we'll start with the reading as others are joining, okay? I'll screen and then you can start.
Can I go first, Mataji?
Yes, you can.
Which
So,
one?
do we need to write down whatever you say in order, like, to read the Kahoot, to win the Kahoot?
Yeah, the Kahoot is basically whatever we have read till now.
So we had,
And
to write whatever you
yeah,
say.
so whichever point you feel, it's not basically only for the Kahoot, but if you feel that some point is really making like you want to make a note about it, or it really needs to be mentioned somewhere, or you need to think
But
about it
could you do like highlight the important words that are like in the Kahoot?
in the Kahoot.
Like Vinita Mataji, like when she does this story with a Kahoot, one time she like highlighted the important words
Right.
that are going in the Kahoot.
No, you should listen the story properly, everything. Then you need to answer the questions in the Kahoot.
Why would
Listen
that?
to what's going on, and then you will get to know, you know what, it's also important to comprehend what you're reading, right? So
Yeah.
listen to it and try to understand it, because when you're writing it down, so you will, what will happen is you'll be just engaging in that, and the person reading will be reading further on. So see to it that you are paying attention, because when you're going to pay attention, then otherwise what happens is you will be only attentive when you're reading, and when others are reading, you will be like, okay, let them read, and I'll be all around. So you have to sit over there, listen carefully, because this is all about understanding. It's not about penning it down. Okay.
Mataji,
Okay. So
go
yeah,
first. Yeah.
Sia can start first. God is a person.
God is a person. Mukunda. Yes, I like it. If people can understand the Lord's message in the Bhagavad Gita, they can become truly happy. A lot of people, when they just get started in spiritual life, worship God as impersonal. What's the difference between worshipping Krishna or God in his personal form and worshipping his impersonal nature as energy or light? George. It's like the difference between hanging around with a computer or hanging out with a person. Like I said earlier, if there is a God, I want to see him. Not only his energy or his light, but him. Mukunda. What do you think is the goal of human life? George. Each individual has to burn out of his own karma and escape from the chains of Maya, illusory energy, reincarnation, and all that. The best thing anyone can give to humanity is God consciousness. Then you can really give them something. But first, you have to concentrate on your own spiritual advancement. So, in this sense, we have to become selfish to become selfless.
Very good. Just 1 minute, I'll give it over here. Okay. So this over here, we have the best. Yeah. Then you can really give them something. But first, you have to concentrate on your own spiritual advancement. So what is this? When you're in a plane, when there's when the air hostess comes and she's explaining about the like if there are any turbulences or if there are any problems in the plane, what do you do? The first thing what she says is that if there is any turbulence or if there is any problem, the oxygen mask will come down. And when the oxygen mask comes down, you have to fit the oxygen mask to yourself first, and then you have to help others to get the oxygen mask. If you've traveled by the plane, this is the first instruction which she gives. So the same applies in your spiritual life as well. You have to become selfish first. That means you have to put on your oxygen mask first and then you can help others, right? So first you have to develop your spiritual growth and only then you can impart that to someone else. So to become selfless, to help someone first, you have to help yourself. So to become selfless, you have to first become selfish, like first gain your knowledge and then impart it to others. You get that meaning? Because this sometimes might be confusing that you have to become selfish. Somebody will say that, oh, the how is this that I have to become selfish? But to become selfless, first you have to take care of yourself. You have to grow in Krishna consciousness. Only then you can give it to others. Okay? Did you get it?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, go ahead, Sia.
What about Mukunda? What about trying to solve the problems of life without employing the spiritual process? George. Life is like a piece of string with a lot of knots tied in it. The knots are the karma you are born with from all your past lives. And the object of human life is to try to undo all those knots. What's the chanting and meditation God consciousness can do? Otherwise, you simply tie another 10 knots each time you try to undo one. That's how karma works. I mean, we are now the results of our past actions, and in the future, we'll be the results of the actions we are performing now. A little understanding of as you sow, so shall you reap is important because then you can blame the condition you are in on anyone else. You know that it's by your own actions you are able to get more in a mess or out of one. It's your own actions that relieve or bind you. Mukunda. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, the crest jewel of all the Vedic literatures, it's described how those pure souls who live in the spiritual world with God have different types of rasas or relationships with Him. Is there any special way you like to think of Krishna? George. I like the idea of seeing Krishna as a baby, the way he's often depicted in India, and also Govinda, the cowboy. I like the idea that you can have Krishna as a baby and feel protective of him, or as your friend, or as the guru or master type figure.
Thank you
Mataji,
so
I
much,
think that
Sia.
we already did this.
Yes, we already did that. Yeah, we already done that. But we started with My Sweet Lord. But this part of the karma was very important. So I just wanted you to read it again so that we can be in line with it.
Oh,
And I'm so happy, Sia, that you also realized that we've read it. We've read it up to over here, but that was one part which I really wanted you to read it. Okay. We were over here. Okay.
yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
From where? I mean the knowledge?
No, I, me, and mine. We were the last paragraph. Yeah, about Mukunda.
Mukunda.
Ryan,
Yes, Mataji.
yeah, can you start reading over here?
Mukunda, Mukunda. Anyone who is sincere about making spiritual advancement in whatever one's religion may be, it can usually see the value of chanting. I mean, if that person is really trying to be God conscious and trying to chant sincerely. George, that is right. It is a matter of beginning open, of beginning open. Anyone who opens can do it. You just have to be open and not be
Prejudiced.
prejudiced. You just have to try it. There's no loss. As you know what the internet
Intellectuals.
intellectuals will have problems because they know to know need to know. They're often the spiritual but bankrupt people because as they never let go. They don't understand the meaning of to transcend the intelligent. It's, but an ordinary person will more willing to say, "Okay, let me try it and see if it works." Chanting Hare Krishna can make a person be a better Christian too.
Okay, thank you so much. Then we have Janavi, are you there? Hi, bol Janavi.
Only 4
Okay,
people
Rajesh,
joined.
uh, just second, she is coming. Somebody can answer.
Okay.
4
Jay,
people joined now.
Yes, Mataji.
yeah, can you start reading?
Karma
Second.
and reincarnation.
One
Mukunda.
second. 1 second, beta. 1 second. Yeah, start reading.
In I, me, mine, you speak about karma and reincarnation, and how the only way to get out of the cycle is to take up bona fide spiritual processes. You stay at one point. Everybody is worried about dying. But the cause of death is birth. So if you don't want to die, you don't get born. Did any other Beatles believe in reincarnation? George. I'm sure John does. And I wouldn't want to underestimate Paul and Ringo. I wouldn't be surprised if they're hoping it's true. You know what I mean. For all I know, Ringo might be a yogi disguised as a drummer. Mukunda. Paul had our latest book coming back, The Science of Reincarnation. Where do you think John's soul is now? George. I hope that he's in a good place. He had the understanding, though, that each soul reincarnates until it becomes completely pure, and that each soul finds its own level designed by
Designated.
react by
Designated.
designated by reactions to its actions in this and previous lives. Mukunda. Bob Dylan did a lot of chanting. At one time, he used to come to the Los Angeles temples and came to Denver and Chicago temples as well. In fact, he drove across the United States with 2 devotees once and wrote several songs about Krishna, but they spent a lot of time chanting. George. That's right. He said he enjoyed the chanting and being with them. Also, Stevie Wonder had you on one of his records, and it was great. The song he put the chanting in Pastimes Paradise. Mukunda. When you were in Vrindavan, India, where Lord Krishna appeared, and you saw thousands of people chanting Hare Krishna, did it strengthen your faith in the idea of chanting to see a whole chanty ci- to see the whole city living in Hare Krishna. George, yeah, it fortifies you. It definitely helps. It's fantastic to be in a place where the whole town is doing it. And I also had the idea that they were all knocked out at the idea of seeing some white person chanting on beads. Vrindavan is one of the holiest cities in India. Everyone, everywhere chants Hare Krishna. It was my most fantastic experience.
Thank you, Jay. Ryan?
Yes.
Yeah, can you read?
Mukunda, you write it in your books. Most of the world is fooling about, especially the people who think in their control the world and the community, the president and politicians and the military,
Politicians?
politicians, the military and etc. Uh, are all jerking about and about acting Dean as if they're a lord over their dominates hates
Own
that
domains?
their own, own domains. That's basically problem one and on the planet. Droid. That's right. Unless you do something about God conscious this thing, and you know that He is the one who is really in charge. You're just building up a lot of karma, and not really helping yourself or anybody else. There's point. There's a point in me where it's beyond sad. It's seeing the state of the world today. It's so screwed up. It's terrible, and it will be getting worse and worse. More
Concrete?
concrete everywhere, more pollution and more radioactive active,
Activity?
there's activity. There's no wilderness left and no pure air. Or they're chopping in the forest down and polluting the oceans in in one sense. I'm in present mental
Pessimistic?
pessimistic about the further about the planet,
Future?
the future of the planet. These becoming big guys don't realize for everything they do, there's a reaction to pay. That's karma, Mukunda. And, do you think there's any hope? George, one by one, and, and everyone got escaped Maya. Uh, everyone,
Everybody?
everybody, he has to burn out his karma, and escape reincarnation and all that stuff. If don't stop thinking that is witness or America or Russia or the West is or have
Whatever.
or whatever becomes superior, and then we'll beat them, and then we'll of have all a rest and live happily ever after. That doesn't work. The best thing is you can give God conscious, manifest your own in divinity
Divinity?
divinity first. Is that the truth is he it's it's right within us is all. Understanding what are you, if people would just wake up to what's real, there in, will be no misery in the world. Well, I guess changing in a pretty
Chanting?
chanting a pretty good uh, uh, place to start, Mukunda. Thanks so much, George. All right, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Hi, Krishna.
Are we done
Then,
with that now? Oh,
sorry?
I thought that we're done, but it's just that we're on chapter 2 now.
Yeah, we're
We
on
just,
just chapter 2. We're going to
we
keep
just
reading.
finished. Now we just finished chapter 1.
Yes. Janvi, are you
How many
there?
chapters is there?
Mataji, can I read again?
How
Yes,
many
yes, we're going to
chapters?
read again.
I'm here.
How many
Yeah, so
chapters is there, Mataji?
that's okay. We don't, whenever you start reading a book, you don't look at the chapters, you look at the essence of the book, what you're getting through it. Okay, the more you read, the better for you. Yes, Janvi, can you start reading?
Yes. Chanting for Liberation, a conversation between Hare Krishna mantra between Srila Prabhupada and John Lennon, Yoko Ono, and George Harrison. Montreal Star, June 1969. John Lennon. From Hare Krishna, Yoko. That's where we get it from. You know, we're not denying it. On September 1969, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder trier of the Hare Krishna movement, arrived as a guest at Tittenhurst House, the beautiful 72-acre British estate once owned by John Lennon and later by Ringo Starr 3 or 4 times a week by the Swami, who later became known to the world as Srila Prabhupada, gave public lectures to all stately building
In a
at the
tall.
and at all stately building at the northern end of property, 100 yards from the main house in which John and Yoko lived. The building had formerly been used as a hall for chamber music recitals, but now several of Srila Prabhupada's disciples who resided with him in a blocks of guest houses on the property installed a small theater and the podium.
When we are reading, we are not reading only for ourselves, and it's not a contest to read. We are reading in such a way that we understand and somebody else also understands. So you have to read it very properly. Okay?
Okay.
Keep
Uh,
reading.
installed a small altar in the podium for Srila Prabhupada. The building never really.
Again, listen. There is a period for a reason. Okay? We are not going to read to complete a book. We are going to read to understand. So when there's a period, I need you to halt. The
Okay.
building had formerly been used as a hall of chamber musical recitals, but now several of Srila Prabhupada's disciples, who resided along with him in a block of guest house on the property, installed a small deity altar and a podium for Srila Prabhupada. The building never really had a name, but after Srila Prabhupada's arrival, everyone called it the temple. See,
Okay.
it makes a difference when you're reading it, okay?
Okay. The building never really had a name, but after Srila Prabhupada's arrival, everyone called it the temple. On September 14th, 1969, John, Yoga, and George Harrison, after enjoying an Indian vegetarian meal prepared by devotees at the temple, walked over to Srila Prabhupada's quarters for their first meeting.
Yeah, keep going.
Which mantra to chant? Yoko, if Hare Krishna is such a strong, powerful mantra, is there any reason to chant anything else? For instance, you talked about songs and different mantras. Is there any point in chanting another song or mantra? Srila Prabhupada. There are other mantras, but the Hare Krishna mantra is especially recommended for this age. Other Vedic mantras are also chanted. As I told you, the sages would sit with musical instruments like tambura and chant them. For instance, Narada Muni, a liberated sage who's traveled throughout the universe teaching the love of God, is always chanting mantras and playing his stringed instrument, the veena. So chanting out loud with musical instruments is not a new thing. It has been done since time immemorial. But the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra is especially recommended for this age. This is stated in many Vedic literature such as Brahmanda Purana, the Kali Santarana Upanishad, and the Agni Purana, and so forth, and apart from the statements of Vedic literature, Lord Krishna himself, in the form of Lord Chaitanya, preached that everyone should chant the Hare Krishna mantra. And many people followed him. When a scientist discovers something, it becomes public property. People may take advantage of it. Similarly, if a mantra has potency, then all people should be able to take advantage of it. Why should it remain a secret? If a mantra is valuable, it is valuable for everybody. And why should it be for one particular person?
Okay, thank you so much, Janvi. Let me see if anybody else has joined. Okay. Okay. So it's the Thanksgiving starts today itself, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Thanksgiving
Wonder
sale and
why.
all
I
start
wonder
today or
why.
Read,
I wonder.
Mataji, can
I
I?
wonder.
1 second, Sia. Yes, Ryan, you're saying something?
I just wonder why that no one else is joining.
Yeah, I think the announcements also went late. Let me check.
I
And it is, I think, because
it's
of
Thanksgiving.
the Thanksgiving, right? So many of them, yeah, and the announcement also went a little bit late. Never mind. That's okay.
Mataji, can I?
Yes, Sia, start reading.
John Lennon. If all mantras are just the name of God, then whether it's a secret mantra or an open mantra, it's all the name of God. So it doesn't really make much difference, does it? Which one you sing? Srila Prabhupada. It does make a difference. For instance, in a drug shop, they sell all types of medicines for curing different diseases.
1 second. Jay, I want you to pay attention, okay? Because I'm going to ask questions. There's a Kahoot as well, but also I'm going to ask questions based on these readings. So I want when somebody else is reading, we have to be more respectful and listen to what that person is saying, okay? Because when we are reading, somebody else is going to be more attentive. So we also need to be attentive when somebody else is reading. Yes, yeah. Go carry on.
But still, you have to get a doctor's prescription in
Very
order
good
to get a
prescription.
particular type of medicine. Otherwise, the druggist
Druggist.
won't supply you. You might go to the drug shop and say, I am diseased. Please give me any medicine you have. But the druggist will ask you, where is your prescription?
Very good.
Prescription for the age of Kali. Similarly, in this age of Kali, the present age of Kralan and hypocrisy,
Hypocrisy.
hypocrisy, the Hare Krishna mantra is prescribed in the Shastras or scriptures. And the great teacher Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who will consider an incarnation of God, also prescribed it. Therefore, our principle is that everyone should follow the prescription of the great authorities, and we should follow in their footsteps. That is our business, as stated in Mahabharata Vana Parva 313.170.
Okay. So, see the analogy which Srila Prabhupada has given. Analogy is what? The example by which you explain something. That's called as an analogy. So, the analogy which, like when John Lennon asked Srila Prabhupada that why is it, why this mantra, right? Why not something else? So what Srila Prabhupada said, that yes, there are many mantras. Srila Prabhupada did not say, like, he was not like, only this. He did not have that in mind. He wanted to explain it in the proper way, and he wanted to give what is best for his disciples. So he said, yes, there are definitely different mantras, but it is same as there are different diseases and there are different cures for it, right? There are different medicines for different diseases. So when you are not feeling, when you are sick, like suppose your head hurts, then there's a different medicine. If you have cold or cough, then there's a different medicine. You cannot have some other medicine when you have some other symptoms of some other disease. So in the same way, when you go to, and he says that when you go to a shop, you cannot just shout out over there that, oh, I'm sick, please give me something, anything what you have. No, you have to have a prescription. And this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the prescription for Kali Yuga. So when it is Kali Yuga, there is no other medicine, no other medicine, no other medicine than chanting the holy names of the Lord. Okay. So this, the prescription for the Kali, of the age of Kali, is no other than the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And who has given this? Who has like put it up for us? It is by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is also the incarnation of the Lord, and it's also mentioned in the Mahapuranas. Okay, who was reading? Sia.
Yeah.
Sia, were you reading?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
This Vedic mantra says that if you simply try to argue and approach the absolute truth, it is very difficult. By argument and reason, it is very difficult. Because your argument and reason are limited and our senses are imperfect. There are many confusing varieties of scriptures, and every philosopher has a different opinion.
Opinion.
And unless a philosopher defeats other philosophers, he cannot become recognized as a big
Right.
philosopher. One theory
Theory.
replaces another, and therefore philosophical speculation will not help us arrive at the absolute truth. The absolute truth is very secret. So how can one achieve such a secret thing? You simply follow the great personalities who have already achieved success. So our Krishna consciousness philosophical method is to follow the great personalities such as Lord Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, and the great spiritual masters in disciplic succession. Take shelter of bona fide authorities and follow them. That is recommended in the Vedas. That will take you to the ultimate goal.
Very good. What is your ultimate goal?
Taking shelter of bona fide authorities.
Yes, our ultimate goal is going back to Godhead. Our ultimate aim is to get the lotus feet of the Lord, right? And by whom do we get it? By taking the shelter of a spiritual master who is in the disciplic succession. Okay, many of them will claim themselves to be spiritual masters, but we have to see that there should be a spiritual master who is in the disciplic succession. That's very, very important. Okay.
You
Then
can
we, yeah, 1 second. Okay. Go ahead.
manufacture a mantra. In the 4th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says the same thing to Arjuna. Evam parampara praptam. In this way, by disciplic succession, the knowledge is coming down. Sa kalineha mahanta yoga. Nishta ha parantapa. But in the course of time, the succession was broken. Therefore, Krishna says, I am speaking it to you again. So a mantra should be received from the disciplic succession. The Vedic injunction is sampradaya vihina ye mantras te nispala
Nispala mataha.
mataha. If your mantra does not come through the disciplic succession, it will not be effective. Mantra stay nishpala. Nishpala means that it will not
Produce
produce the desired result. So
results.
the mantra result. So the mantra must be received through the proper channel or it will not act. A mantra cannot be manufactured. It must originate with the supreme absolute and come down through the channel of disciplic succession. It has to be received in that way, and only then will it act.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me see somebody else has joined. Bhumi, Hi Krishna.
Hey Krishna Mataji.
Hi Bol.
Hey Krishna Mataji, can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you. Did you join for the first time, Bhumi?
Yes.
Okay. So, okay, for the reading club, you have joined for the first time, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, whenever you're comfortable, you can come on video, okay? So that we can just see you. Okay, so Bhumi, we are in the holiday reading club. We have started reading Chant and Be Happy. And would you like to read?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. How old are you, Bhumi?
I'm 11.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
According to our Krishna consciousness philosophy, the mantra is coming down through four channels of disciplic succession: one through Lord Shiva, one through the goddess Lakshmi, one through Lord Brahma, and one through the four Kumaras. The same thing comes down through different channels. These are called the four sampradayas or disciplic succession. So one has to take his mantra from one of these four sampradayas. Then only is that mantra active. If we receive the mantra in that way, it will be effective. And if one does not receive his mantra through one of these sampradaya channels, then it will not act and it will not give fruit.
Yeah, keep reading, keep reading.
Yoko Ono. If the mantra itself has such power, does it matter where you receive it, where you take it? Srila Prabhupada. Yes, it does matter. For instance, milk is nutritious. That is a fact.
Nutritious.
Nutritious. That is a fact. Everyone knows. But if the milk is touched by the lips of a serpent, it is no longer nutritious. It becomes
Nutritious.
nutritious. It becomes poisonous. Yoko Ono. Well, milk is material. Srila Prabhupada, yes, it is material, but since you are trying to understand spiritual topics through your material senses, we have to give it material example. Yogana. No, I don't think you have to give me the material sense. I mean, the mantra is not material. It should be something spiritual. Therefore, I don't think anybody should be able to spoil it. I wonder if anybody can actually spoil something that isn't material. Sure, Prabhupada. But if you don't receive the mantra through the proper channel, it may not really be spiritual. John Lennon. How would you know anyway? How are you able to tell? I mean, for any of your disciples or us or anybody else who goes to a spiritual master, how are we to tell if he's real or not? Srila Prabhupada, you shouldn't go to just any spiritual master.
Thank you so much. So such a beautiful analogy is given, right? That the if the milk is nutritious, but if the milk is touched by this by a serpent, then it becomes it's not good, it becomes poisonous, it's not good to consume. So the same thing. And but then if you see over here, see now John Lennon, he was asking Srila Prabhupada questions, but did you see the way he was asking? It was not that he was challenging Srila Prabhupada. He was very submissive in asking, and he knew that the Mahamantra itself is very potent, and he felt like that yes, it cannot be it cannot be manipulated in any way. And then Srila Prabhupada also explains him, because now over here Srila Prabhupada is also telling him the importance of the spiritual master. Because just anyone coming and giving you the mantra is not important, or it will not help. because how it is given is also very important. If it is in the spiritual, if it is in the disciplic succession, then it can be passed on by a right person to the person who wants to get the mantra, right? You shouldn't go to just any spiritual master. So now let's see who is the genuine spiritual guru. We had, whom do we have? Jay.
Who is a genuine guru? John Lennon. Yes, we should go to a true master. But how are we gonna tell them from one another? Srila Prabhupada. It is not that you can just go to any spiritual master. He must be a member of the recognized sampradaya, a particular line of disciplic succession. John Lennon. But what if one of these masters who's not in the line says exactly the same thing as one who is? What if his mantra is coming from the Vedas and he seems to speak with as much authority as you? He could probably be right. It's confusing, like having too much fruit on a plate. Srila Prabhupada. If the mantra is actually coming through a bona fide disciplic succession, then it'll have potency. John Lennon, but the Hare Krishna Ma mantra is the best one. Srila Prabhupada, yes. Yanko Ono. Well, if Hare Krishna is the best one, why should we bother saying anything else in Hare Krishna? Srila Prabhupada. It's true, you don't have to bother with saying anything else. We say the Hare Krishna mantra is sufficient for one's perfection, for liberation. George Harrison. Isn't it like flowers? Somebody may prefer roses and somebody may prefer carnations better.
Carnations.
Isn't it really a matter for the individual devotee to decide? One person may find the Hare Krishna is more beneficial to spiritual progression, and yet another person may find that some other mantra may be more beneficial for him. Isn't it just a mantra or taste like choosing a flower? They're all flowers, but some people may like one better than another.
Very good.
Srila,
Yeah, go ahead.
Srila Prabhupada, but still there is distinction. A fragrant rose is considered better than a flower without any scent.
Without any sense.
Yanko Ono. In that case, I can't. Srila Prabhupada, let's try to understand this flower, for example. Yanko Ono. Okay, Srila Prabhupada, you may be attracted by one flower and I may be attracted by another flower, but among the flowers a distraction can be made.
Distinction can be made.
Distinction. There are many flowers that have no fragrance and many that have fragrance. Yanko Ono, is the flower that has fragrance better? Srila Prabhupada, yes. Therefore, your action for a particular flower is not the solution to the question of which is actually better. In the same way, personal attraction is not the solution to choosing the best spiritual process. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, as all surrender to me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects. O Son of Rasa, Krishna is the Supreme Absolute. If someone wants to enjoy a particular relationship with him, Krishna presents himself in that way. It's just like the flower example. You may want a yellow flower, and that flower may not have any fragrance. That flower is there, it's for you. That's all. But if someone wants a rose, Krishna gives them a rose. You both get the flower of your choice. But when you make a comparative study of which is better, the rose will be considered better.
Very good. So you're understanding what it means? It's just like no other mantras, but when this mantra is there, the Hare Krishna mantra has a lot of potency. And when it's given by a spiritual master, it really helps. It is just not syllables of words which we are singing. Okay. Yes. Then we have Ryan.
Yes, Mataji.
Can you start reading? So now today, I think, okay, somebody else has also joined. Who has joined? Let me see.
Param.
Oh yeah, I was remembering Param. Param, you didn't join for a long time?
Yeah, Mataji, I thought there was no class. So then,
Are you not in the group? We had
Mataji,
announcement also.
I am, but then I didn't check the message.
Okay, okay. Okay, Srila Prabhupada.
Should I start reading with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did I tell somebody else to read? Okay, okay, start reading. I don't think so. I told somebody.
Srila Prabhupada, chanting the Hare Krishna mantra is the recommended process for cleaning our hearts. So actually, one who chants Hare Krishna regularly doesn't have to do anything else. He is already in the correct position. He doesn't have to read any books. Should I continue
Carry
with?
on.
Okay. Yoko Ono. Yes, I agree. So why do you say that it's all right to write songs, speak, and all that? It's a waste of time, isn't it? Srila Prabhupada. No, it's not a waste of time. For instance, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would spend most of his time simply chanting. He was a sannyasi, a member of the renounced spiritual order of life. So he was criticized by great sannyasis who said, "You've become a sannyasi and yet you don't read the Vedanta Sutra. You're simply chanting and dancing." In this way, they criticized his constant chanting of Hare Krishna. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met stalwart scholars, he did not remain silent. He established the chanting of Hare Krishna sound arguments based on the Vedic scriptures. Thank you.
Keep going. Keep going.
Chanting for liberation. Chanting Hare Krishna is a sufficient for liberation. There's no doubt about it. But if someone wants to understand the Hare Krishna mantra through philosoph- wait, what?
Philosophy.
philosophy, through study, through Vedanta, then we do not lack information. We have many books, but it is not that the Hare Krishna mantra is somehow insufficient, and therefore we are recommending books. The Hare Krishna mantra is sufficient, but when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was chanting, he sometimes had to meet opposing scholars such as Prakashananda,
Prakashananda.
Prakashananda, Saraswati, and Sarvabhuma Bhattacharya. And then he was ready to argue with
Yeah. It's there, right?
Mataji. Where am I now?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Did you get it?
Yeah. And then he was ready to argue with them on the basis of Vedanta. So we should not be dumb. If someone comes to argue with Vedanta phil-
Philosophy.
philosophy, then we must be prepared. When we are preaching, many types of people will come with questions. We should be able to answer them. Otherwise, the Hare Krishna mantra is sufficient. If it does not require any education, any reading, or anything else, simply by chanting the Hare Krishna, you get the highest perfection. That's a fact.
Thank you so much. So what we will do is, okay, somebody else is joined.
Now more people come in.
There's someone, Shamala Mantha. Shamala, who is it?
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
Yeah, the kid is there, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji?
Is the kid there? Who is?
Oh,
Okay. Are you?
this is for kids, is it? No,
It's
no,
it's
kids.
it's kids reading. No worries. No worries.
Okay. Sorry. Okay.
Okay. So what we'll do is. Okay, this is going to be pretty big, but still.
Mataji, can I read?
Who? Who is it? Jahnavi?
Sia Mataji.
Okay. You know what? We will. Are you all okay to go for another 15 more minutes? Or do you all want to leave for something? Is everybody available for another 15-20 minutes?
Yes, Mataji.
Ryan?
Yes, Mataji. Only till like 4 for.
Okay, then what we'll do is first we'll have the Kahoot game. Is that okay?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mataji.
Okay, so I'm going to stop share over here and share. Mm, Okay.
Where are you
Okay.
sending it, Mataji?
Yes, yeah. I am playing the Kahoot with you all for the first time. So let's hope that we are okay with it. If there's anything, I'll let you know.
Mataji,
Yes.
hey, where are your cat? Where are your cats?
Huh?
Your cats.
My cats are out. They're not in now. They must be roaming outside.
It's probably because they're nocturnal. They like go outside in the morning and come. Wait, is it nighttime for you now?
It's morning 6 o'clock now. So they'll come after some time and they will sleep for the whole day. And then at night, they'll again be out.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
So
what
I
always
think,
cats do.
yeah.
That's what always
So I
cats
think
do.
when I click on this, then then there's a code which comes, right? Which I need to tell you.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So host live. I'm playing with you for the first time, so I hope it goes okay. Start,
But
right?
Mataji, you like, I think you might like know the question, so I think it will be like kind of unfair for
Okay,
like.
there's the pin. Can you all see the pin?
Yeah.
6806399. Okay, Bhumi is joined.
How? I just started. How did she got first?
So everybody is in. Oh, just we have Ryan, Jai, and Bhumi. Sia?
Who else? Did everyone else left?
No, we have still. Sia is there. Param is yet to join. Param, are you there? I've made this Kahoot for the first time today.
Wait,
For you all, because usually we do the reading, right?
you never made a Kahoot before?
For you all, I've made it first time, right? For with you
Oh.
all, I'm going to playing first time.
Oh.
Okay, we have Bhumi, Ryan, Jai. I think Param is
And P.
joined.
Oh, Param stands for P, I think.
That's
Or
not.
P. Oh.
So who else is left? Jahnavi is yet to join.
Mataji, do we have a new student? Is it Bhumi?
Bhumi, are you joining for the first time to this group? Okay, let's ask her after the quiz. So who all are there? Jahnavi is yet to join. Jahnavi?
Yes, I am joining.
Okay.
Mataji, can you send the link? This is Sia.
What link?
In the chat box, he means.
Link for the Kahoot?
Yeah. I think so. He means that.
Yes, Mataji.
See if I can. I don't know. Let me see. Mhm. Okay, in the chat, I'm sending it. Okay, just check the chat. Okay, so among our players, Janvi is joining. Ryan is there. Bhumi is in. Jai, are you in?
Hmm.
Yes.
Adi TV remote vivo.
Param Sia. Okay. 7, 8 means who else is there? Janavi is joining. Bhumi is there. Ryan is there. Jai.
Wait,
Bhumi.
Mataji, do you
Yeah.
have any children?
What
Do
is
you have
it?
any? Do you have any children?
Yes, I have my elder one who is doing his engineering. He's in his second year of
He's an
engineering.
engineer. He's an engineer.
He is studying his engineering, and my younger one is in 8th grade. He will wake up in another hour for his school, maybe in half an hour for his school. Okay, so okay, it's Jan
My
1
mom,
to
my mom used to do classes. Used to do a class that only holds up to one kid, but then we don't do it anymore because more kids don't do it.
Mhm. Okay, see who else is not joined? Sia hasn't joined. Okay, so should we start?
What should I say?
Sia?
We are trying, Mataji.
Okay. In the meantime, how about your bookmarks? Did you complete those? You know what? Like many of them did not send me the photo for the cooking activity which we did, the mashed potato which we made. I told you it was going to go for the newsletter. So I just have Jai. Jai has sent me photo, and who else? Jai and Advay had sent me photos. So only their photos I have to send it in the newsletter. Why did anybody else not send the photos as yet? Janavi,
Because I forgot.
told you it will go on the newsletters, right? It's such a nice thing to see yourself.
But I set my bookmark in the group.
Sorry?
But I set my bookmark in the group.
Okay. Yeah.
Mataji, where do we go? I'm not able to find it.
I've sent you the link directly of this itself.
Yeah, we did it, but it's not working. Just
However,
go to Google and press and just type in Kahoot. And then after you type in Kahoot, it should pop up and it should say Kahoot it or just Kahoot. That it's like a purple.
Yes,
And you have to click on that and it says game pin and then like the pin and you have to add the game pin in there.
game pin.
And just
the
put
game
your
pen is already given on the screen here.
game pin.
The game pin is S6806399. Shreya Shrihari has joined. Shreya Shrihari, you got late to join. Can you join the Kahoot?
Mataji, we are joining Mataji because we went out, we could not join.
Okay. Okay, everybody tell me now tomorrow it's again Friday with you have the Bhakti Vrikshas and also it being the Thanksgiving weekend. Do you all want to join in tomorrow or should we, if you all are not home, if you are going to be busy with the Thanksgiving, I will be there so I can join, but then you let me know what you want to do. Okay, see I join 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Shreya Shrihari, are you joining for the Kahoot?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, the pin is given, so please join quickly so that we can start.
Yeah, Mataji, we are typing the pin.
Okay.
Hey, it's not. We are not able to validate this pin. Suppose, ma'am.
Mataji, it's telling
Let's say you
we are not able to validate this pin.
It shouldn't be a problem. I think when it says the pin, the student pin, then you can just give this pin number.
Mataji, it's
Janavi, do you know what they do or Param?
Yes.
So who is not able to join? Shreya Shrihari and Sia is in. Janavi, you're in. Bhumi, Jay, Param, Ryan. Okay, let me see who all are there over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so Shreya Shrihari, I'll just wait for you. Others are in, right? Janavi, where are you? Haribol? Janavi, are you there in?
yes,
Yes. Okay. Shreya Shrihari?
Mataji, it went in.
Yes, Mataji.
We just have to
connected.
type our nickname.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, so we'll start the Kahoot. Okay.
Done.
Okay, bear with me if I go somewhere messed up, okay? So then we'll start.
అమ్మకి tired అయింది.
Okay. So the question is, which book are we reading? Which book are we reading in the holiday reading club?
easy. That's what has to be easy.
Okay. Let me. So show me, okay, no media. So your answers is submitted, right?
Yes,
No.
Mataji.
So now I go to the next question. So the answer is
Yes, you
chant and be happy. Okay. Oh, everybody is gone right. Very nice.
Amma, I'm 5 points.
Okay, it's still taking time. 1 second. Okay. Beautiful. Wonderful. So next. The question is, as living spiritual souls, we are all originally Krishna conscious entities. True or false? Okay. Is it too easy? Okay. Everybody's answered. Wonderful. Okay. We go to the next question. The material atmosphere in which we are now living is called. The material atmosphere in which we are all living now is called. Okay. Read the options properly, okay? Illusion, that which is not, Maya, or all of the above.
I got it wrong.
Okay, why? Okay, so, and who of them have, wait, let us go with the next thing then, and then see. Anybody
I
needs
also
to,
got it wrong.
okay, so let's see where we went wrong, okay? So, okay. Okay, what is Maya? Maya, the illusion is another name for Maya. And if you have to explain someone what is Maya, if it is something illusion, like when you're driving and then you see the like when you're driving, what you see that the road is wet on at the further end when you're driving. But that's an illusion, right? There's no water over there. It's just the illusion of the reflection which is forming. So that which is not is Maya. Illusion is Maya. So the answer was all of the above. Got it, Ryan? Haribol, Ryan, are you there?
Yes, not teacher.
Okay, so illusion, Maya, that which is not, is all the same as those options. Okay. The word Hare in the Mahamantra stands for. Now, again, look at the options very carefully. Internal potency of the Lord, form of addressing the energy of the Lord, supreme pleasure energy of the Lord, or all of the above. Again, who has done what do we say? Hare is the internal potency of the Lord. It's the form of addressing the energy of the Lord. Supreme pleasure energy of the Lord. So it's all of them, right? All of the above. Shreya Shrihari, where did we go wrong? Did you all get it? It's one and the same. The internal potency of the Lord, addressing the
We
Lord.
got it right.
You got it right, then who had got it wrong? Okay, so it's one and the same. That's the
I got
internal
it right,
potency.
Mataji.
You got it right? Okay, very nice. Okay, let's see. I'm not bothered about the marks or so much, okay? Okay, no other means of spiritual realizations is as effective in this age as the chanting of the Mahamantra. Is it true or false? No other means of spiritual realization is as effective. Oh, everybody knows this. Awesome. Haribol. Wonderful. Okay, this comes as soon as you click it, right? Okay, the score. Okay. Then next, again, when we are reading it, see to it that you're paying attention to the reading, okay? Name of George Harrison's autobiography. We've read that several times when we were reading. What happened? Why did we go wrong over here? So many times when we read it, we had it, right?
I don't know.
When we read it, that's the reason I was saying that when you're reading it, see to it when anybody else is also reading, we have to pay attention. The name of the autobiography of George Harrison is I, Me, Mine. And in that I, Me, Mine, there is there's one chapter or there's one segment which talks about the Japa Yoga. Waiting on you all, no one said where. That's very nice. I, me, and mine. So who has given I, me, mine? How do I see this? Who has given the right answers? It's show media, right? Okay. No.
Mataji, it's me, Mataji. Me.
Shreya and Srihari?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So Japa Yoga is just a segment in the book I, Me, Mine. Okay.
Mataji, I also got it right.
Wonderful. Very nice. Okay. Next. True or false? Awaiting on you all is about Japa Yoga or chanting mantras on the beads. True or false? It's again about George Harrison's book, Awaiting on You All. Very good. On chanting mantras and on the beads. So that's about what is written in the book by George Harrison. Wonderful. Okay.
I just want to get third place or first.
What is it about the mantra that brings about this feeling of peace and happiness? Again, read the question carefully. What is it about the mantra that brings about this feeling of peace and happiness? The first option, you build up an identification with God. By chanting his names, we connect with him. Third, process of actually having realization of God. All of the above. Okay. So the question answer is all of the above. By chanting the mantra, you are finding out about the Lord, then you are connecting with the Lord, you are getting realization of the Lord. So it's all of the above. Okay. Chanting Hare Krishna is a type of meditation that cannot be practiced if the mind is in turbulence. When the mind is disturbed, you cannot chant. Or when you're in problems, you should not chant, cannot chant. I told you, read the question carefully.
Mataji, you can chant, but you won't be that focused.
Yeah, it is there. But then, rather, when you are in difficulty, remember what Kunti Mata said? Wherein I am in more difficulty, I remember you a lot. So when you are chanting, you're remembering the Lord. So chanting Hare Krishna is a type of meditation that can be practiced if your mind is in turbulence, right? Rather, you should be chanting more when you are in the desperate need of the Lord. Okay, so this is very important. It's a lesson important for all of us that whenever when you're in happiness, okay, you go in the temple and dance. But when you are in distress, you should still be able to remember the Lord, still have faith in the chanting of the holy name, and then keep the Lord as a center and go ahead in those uh, tough conditions. So chanting Hare Krishna is a type of meditation that should be practiced if the mind is in turbulence, that can be practiced if the mind is in turbulence. So this statement was false. Okay. So that's the reason you have a little bit, the answers can be twisted. I don't like this last part where it comes who is first and who is second and who is third.
Actually, Mataji.
I don't like that. Yes, I don't like that, to be very frank. That was also one reason why I never was into Kahoot. Because basically it is to make you understand what things are. It is not about coming first or second. It's good, and but then at least it shows you to be more other.
Mataji,
Yes. One
I
second, let
found
me come.
my counselor came in my class and did a Kahoot, but not like these questions with our own tabs. We like do it in like a whole group. So like maybe we can do that also.
Yes, what we should do is we should have it where there are no scores.
So we're never gonna have that ever again now.
Oh, no, 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 no. We'll have it. Don't worry. We'll have that. Don't worry. So now I have to stop share. So finally, you all are happy that I started with Kahoot. I did not do the Kahoot earlier. Only this was one reason where when we first started Kahoot, it was like, oh, I win. And the person who did not win was so sad. And I really felt so sad about it that I just got away from that Kahoot thing. But then later, all you kids are so much into Kahoot. So, to make it more interesting, so forget about who won and who lost. Just remember what the questions were or what really went wrong. Okay? And now, like in the last question, you really need to think about the Lord when you are in turbulence or when you are in problem, where you are in troubles. Always remember that. Okay? Janavi, that question is answered? Okay. So, happy everyone. So we'll have more of Kahoot henceforth. At least when we are reading, we'll at least to comprehend what we read, we'll have the Kahoot part. Okay?
Mataji,
Ryan, sit in one place. Yes, yeah.
tomorrow and day after tomorrow I can't join.
Yeah. So what we are thinking is because it is now the Thanksgiving weekend, so maybe we will join. Janavi, is mom there?
No, but if you want me to tell her something, I can tell it to her.
Okay. Can she come on the call?
Yes, I'll
She's
ask.
away.
I'll see if she can.
Okay, no worries. I'll call her later on. No worries. So regarding the classes, we'll put up a message in the group. But I think like because now it's the Thanksgiving weekend, so we might give a break. So just stay tuned with the messages and you'll get to know what about next is, okay? Because I think because now it's like till Thursday we had a class, but guess Friday, Saturday, Sunday we can have a holiday. Okay, but just for the further notification, just pay attention to the in the group. Is that okay? Because I guess everybody will be busy, right? Jay, Param, how about you all? Shreya, Srihari?
Mataji, I'm gonna be.
I'm
Sorry?
pretty sure I can join, but I don't know for sure.
Okay. How about you, Shreya, Srihari, Param?
We're also not sure if we can join Mataji.
Okay. Param?
Yeah, Mataji. I'm going to
Yeah.
shopping. So
Yes, yes. I can understand
Mataji,
because that's.
I had a
Yes.
question.
Yes, Param.
Um, weren't you saying like we could find out who's Bhumi Balaji?
Bhumi is a child, I guess. Bhumi is a new child who's joined. Yeah, Bhumi? Haribol? Oh, I think Bhumi is left.
Yeah.
Bhumi was a new child. Okay, so we will meet Monday. Okay, if Anjana Gopika Mataji is taking a class, she might send a message. But as of now, we will be meeting for our regular Govinda class on Monday. Okay, and this reading part which is there, we will continue. Let's see when we can have a reading club scheduled, and every day we will meet for that reading club. Is that okay?
Yes. Mataji,
Yes, yeah.
I'm not in the group, WhatsApp group.
Oh, okay. So let me see if how I can send you the link. Can you how did you get to know about this class? Are
Mataji,
you
through
there in the main Mataji, are you there in the main Bhakti Sangha group?
no, Mataji, I'm not. I actually got it from some WhatsApp groups in our community.
Okay. So then you know what you can you okay, you can send any message. Okay, no, none of us, right? Okay, let me see if I can give you the link for joining group. One second. Just let me see if I can post the group.
Mataji,
Yes.
have you been
Hare
somewhere
Krishna
else?
Mataji.
Have you been to like a different state?
What is it?
Have you went to a different state for like vacation?
Who?
You?
Me?
Yeah, have you ever went somewhere for a vacation? Like a state? Like
Yes.
America? Which one?
In India?
That's the only one you went?
Before when we came to India, we were in US, right? So there we were in Texas.
The Peripam phone చేసినారే మాట్లాడను.
So now
Uh,
so is this the only state you moved to?
no, one second, okay? Let me answer. Yeah, one second, Mataji. I'll
Mataji,
join
we
from
are
my phone.
leaving.
Okay, yeah. Those who are there want to leave. CS mom, just give me 1 second. I'll join from my phone and again I'll send
Hare
you the
Krishna Mataji.
Hari Bol. I'll send the link through the wall. Okay, just check the chats and I'm sending the link.
Okay.
Recording in progress.
Okay. One second, let me see if there's a link over here. Bhakti Sangha. Kids.
Or I can take your number, Mataji, and then
Yeah, I'm in India, Mataji. So then it's
yeah, I
better for
can.
you to take somebody's number. What you can do is, Mataji,
I
do you
have,
mind joining the main Bhakti Sangha group?
yeah, I can do it. I can reach out to Sundari Radha from Bhagavata Mahavidyalay, that one. So I got from there.
Mm,
He's
okay,
from Bhagavata Mahavidyalay of North America.
Yeah, do you know Preeti Vilasini Mataji?
No, Mataji.
Invite to community via link. Okay, 1 second. Copy link. Yeah, please check the chat, Mataji. I've sent a link for the WhatsApp.
Yeah. Mataji, I'll join from my phone so I can access the.
Yeah, so I'll be still online till you join.
Okay.
So this is the main group.
Okay. 6, 7, 8036.
Link. Yeah, I'm sending another link that will be more useful for you. That you can directly join to the kids then. Okay. Yeah. Both of the groups, it's a main group and also the kids group. Both the link I've sent you.
Mataji, can you?
In the chat, if you open the chat.
Mataji, I can only see the kids one. Can you do the one more one? The first one.
Both of them are there. Okay, let me.
But I joined later, right? So
Okay. Yeah,
so Bhakti Sangha Kids Academy I joined.
Yeah, and now I've sent you about the main group, the main Bhakti Sangha group.
Oh, Japa group. Okay.
Japa group. Yeah, either all the classes and everything is there.
Okay. Yeah, Mataji, got it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, where do you stay, Mataji? Naperville, right?
Yeah, Chicago, Mataji. Chicago, close to Naperville. Yeah.
Oh, okay, Chicago. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Mhm.
Let us know, Mataji, for any classes or something. We are doing the homeschooling for Sia, so mostly we'll be home only.
Okay.
Yeah, for any classes, let us know. Like
Yeah,
these
so Mataji,
classes.
we have now that you're there in the kids group. So
Uh-huh.
before every class, 30 minutes before every class, the notification goes. So from Monday to Thursday, we have we are doing the Bhagavatam through the Bhagavad Pravaha. So we are
Mhm.
on the fourth canto as of now. So every from Monday to Thursday we meet for that. It's associated with sorry, it is joined with some activity or this Kahoot or some reading. And on Fridays I do the Bhagavad Gita. And
Mhm.
then on Saturdays, Anjana Gopika Mataji does the verses, right? Janavi? Anjana Gopika Mataji does the prayers by the different prayers which are there in the Bhagavatam.
Yes, every Saturday at 10 a.m.
Every Saturday around 1 o'clock or something, I guess, right?
No, 10 a.m.
10
10
a.m.
a.m.
Okay.
Indian time.
No, 10 a.m. US time. CST, I guess.
Oh, 10 a.m. Okay. And then on Friday, Bhagavad Gita, that
On
one
Friday,
was
Bhagavad Gita is the same time as this class was.
5:30. Okay.
Yeah. And
Mm.
from Monday to Thursday, also the same time, we have the Bhagavad Pravaha. And on Tuesday, I guess there's also for the older group, the Madhava group, there is by Lalitangi Mataji and Priti Vilasini Mataji. They do the life of the great devotees. So all the notifications will come in this group, the WhatsApp group which you have joined.
Okay.
All the notifications will come over there along with the flyer, so
Sure.
that you will get to exact details about it. And it's like way ahead, like half an hour earlier, so that
Okay.
you can schedule yourself properly.
Sure. Thank you, Mataji.
Okay. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Haribol.
Krishna.
Yeah. So we'll meet next week. So I'll take your leave now. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuva evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta koti Vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All the kids ki jai. Hari bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.